Hey YouTube, Jim here. Welcome to Top 10 Archive. You know, at the forefront of most mythologies told round the world were influential deities responsible for the creation and sometimes the destruction of all living things. For your viewing pleasure, we spent countless hours scouring through ancient texts and scrolls to put this list together. No, serious, just look at all these papers. Just to give you these 10 most powerful gods of mythology. Way too much paperwork.
Number 10. Tengri. As early as the 4th century BCE, various transcripts have mentioned the name Tengri, a god of Tengriism, worshipped by Turkic, Bulgar, Mongolian, Altaic, Hunnic, Xianbei, and Xiongnu people. Not just any old god, however, Tengri has been linked to the creation of everything and is considered the supreme deity of his pantheon. After marrying the goddess Earth, Tengri and his bride created man and provided a soul to every human. Kept busy by his position as a supreme deity, Tengri oversaw all life on Earth and even determined the fate of all beneath him. Number 9. Perun. While the title of Supreme Deity of Slavic mythology has been passed around between Hrod, Savrog, Svantevit, and Triglav, it's Perun that often comes out ahead. Helping his claim as the supreme god of the Slavic pantheon are the writings of historian Procopius, the man responsible for making Perun the first Slavic deity mentioned in local history. According to Procopius's text, Perun was the lord of all and the god of thunder and lightning. The Slavic deity was often regarded in local folklore as the equivalent of the god of Christian texts and believed to be the supreme god of the Proto-Slavic pantheon. Number 8. Ra. To the people of Egypt, Ra, the sun god, was the creator of all life and the central deity of their pantheon. Highly worshipped, typically more so than other Egyptian gods and goddesses, Ra was said to sail across the heavens from morning to night, only to be swallowed by and re-emerged from the goddess of the sky, Nut. Each journey across the sky was met with a confrontation with Apep, a serpentine lord of chaos, that, in a feline form, he defeats. If there's any question as to the level of Ra's power, let's consider that his lore claims he created himself from primordial chaos. Number 7. Indra. Discussions of Hinduism is likely to bring up the four-armed deity of Vishnu, but there's another level that served as the king of the gods in Hindu mythology. Indra may have been replaced by Vishnu in later pantheons, but the Vedas text pegged him as a supreme being and king of Svarga, or heaven. Beyond Hinduism, Indra shows up in Buddhism as a guardian deity and Jainism as the king of the first heaven. But it's his place in the original Vedas text that tell of his great power. As the god of lightning, rains, and storms, Indra slew Vitra, a symbolic evil responsible for impeding man's happiness and prosperity. Number 6. Huitzilopochtli. To the Aztecs, a Mesoamerican culture that seemed to live in a constant state of war, Huitzilopochtli, the sun and war god, was high in their pantheon and was often the subject of frequent blood sacrifices, especially on the battlefield. Where Huitzilopochtli came from depends on which origin of the story you follow. But regardless of creation, the patron god rose to power after the Aztecs replaced the Nahua people, who saw him as unimportant. Though Huitzilopochtli was seen as being on the same level as Quetzalcoatl, Tlaloc, and Tezcatlipoca, the Aztecan war culture pushed him as a predominant figure. Number 5. Amun. Ra may have been the original deity of Egyptian mythology, but as time passed, the legends of Egypt's greatest gods and goddesses changed. As powerful as he was, another god, Amun, eventually rose to the supreme ruling god of the Kingdom of Egypt. Responsible for the creation of the Ogdoad, or the assembly of 8 gods representing the 8 elements of creation, Amun's place in Egyptian mythos often contests Ra's power, especially after the rebellion of Thebes, when the two deities fused together to create Amun-Ra. Number 4. Dagda. A notable god of Celtic mythology, Dagda was a powerful being possessing strength beyond that of any human. Also known as the Good God, Dagda oversaw life and death and ruled over the earth.
using a harp to change the seasons. With a club that would put any man-made weapon to shame, Dayda would either kill 9 men or bring them back to life, depending on which end of the club he used. The good god was said to have the power to feed man with the pig he traveled with, one that was continuously roasting and the other constantly growing, and fruit trees that never seemed to run out of fruit. Number 3. Jupiter. Roman god and inspiration for the name of the 5th planet from the sun, Jupiter was a Roman deity, a chief god of the storms responsible for the defense of Rome and its people against foreign powers. Son of the Earth Mother and Saturn, Jupiter ruled the Roman pantheon after usurping leadership from Saturn. Known commonly just as Jupiter, the deity also sported numerous designations, including Jupiter Tonans, meaning thunderer, and Jupiter Lucius, or Jupiter of the Light, each iteration serving its own purpose. Number 2. Zeus. If you don't know about Zeus by now, chances are you may be living under a rock. Video games, movies, comic books, the Grecian god is all over the place. After overthrowing his father, Kronos, Zeus beat out his brothers, Poseidon and Hades, in a drawing to rule over Mount Olympus and the Olympian gods. Sure, a drawing sounds less dramatic than a battle to the death, but don't let that diminish your perception of Zeus's power as the ruler of the gods, lest you be on the wrong end of his lightning bolt. Number 1. Odin. Chief of the Aesir of Asgard, chances are you recognize Odin as the father of Thor and Loki, but his legacy goes well beyond the exploits of his children. Wise and powerful, Odin serves as a god of poetry and war, often falling closer in line with the latter of the two. With a muscular figure no mortal could ever match, Odin is a masterful commander on the battlefield, often affiliated with the lore of the Berserkers, or men that fought with the unyielding strength of the greatest animals. Thanks for watching. Are there other mythological gods you would include in a list like this one? Let us know in the comments section. Think you're a trivia guru? Be sure to check out our second channel where we quiz you on the videos found on this channel. Either search the Test and Quiz channel on YouTube or head over to our featured tab.